Duel Review is brought to you by NexusDigitalComics.com. On today's Duel Review, the last episode of the year. It's Flatliners. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it. Boop, boop, beep. And I gotta keep going. Today is Friday, December 30th, and we're going to be talking about Flatliners, the movie.
That's right, which came out in 1990, starring Kiefer Sutherland. Why do I always stumble?
Kiefer.
Yeah, I always stumble on his name. Like I want to say Keith or Sutherland. But Kiefer Sutherland, he does a great job. Doesn't he have one of the Baldwin brothers?
Yeah, Billy Baldwin.
Julia
Roberts.
Oh yeah, Julia Roberts.
Oliver Platt, I love him.
Yes.
I think he's great. I love him in everything. I think he's one of those actors that people forget about, but he's awesome.
He is.
And Kevin Bacon, of course.
And Kevin Bacon, thank you. And the story follows all of them mentioned are scientists, and they're studying, I guess, near-death experiences.
Well, it is death.
Death experiences.
I think they're trying to see about afterlife, but what happens when you die. So they basically kill each other for increasingly long periods of time.
Right. So they start off with something like 1 minute, then they move to 2, then they move to 3, and then they bring them back through, defibrillator,
so it's like
resuscitation.
they're like in medical school or something. It's like after hours. So yeah, it's like, I'll go first and I'll do it for a minute. It's like, no, you should only do it for 50 seconds. We can't.
Yeah.
We don't know about a minute yet, so they just increasingly whatever.
And the reason that they were so worried is because you can suffer brain damage if you're dead for so long.
Die permanently.
Die permanently. Well, that's what I'm saying. You can come back with.
Well, I mean, you might not even come back at all.
Or you may not come back. Yeah. Okay. So after they come back from death, odd things start happening. I don't want to say exactly what, but it's essentially...
It's a thriller.
Yeah. Thriller. Okay. So,
Rest in peace.
So,
I just made that sad. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson.
Well, in that Thriller video, he was already dead, so it's fine.
Oh, that's sad.
So it's fine.
Okay. Flatliners.
Okay. What was it?
I don't know. So weird things start happening.
Yes. Okay. I'm sorry. So weird things start happening after they come back to life, and I don't want to give away too much, but I understand that I have to give away some. Yeah. So some supernatural occurrences, and I want to say supernatural, but
let's just say they have experiences when they're in that period of being dead, and when they are brought back to life, some of those things come with them.
Yes, that's perfect. Thank you. So they all have to deal with these. They may or may not be apparitions.
Are they real? Are they seeing things? Is it burned into their brain? What's going on? Just that's the whole what's going on, and they don't know if they should be worried for their life or just it's bizarre stuff.
And it does get and parts of it are creepy. Parts of it are kind of silly. But it's
like Kevin Bacon's hair.
Yeah,
freaking amazing. Yeah, that's the silliest thing.
Well, no, there's some other silly things. I'm
just saying.
I always laugh.
It's crazy '80s hair.
I think it was Kevin Bacon's character who the little black girl, starts yelling at him. That's funny. I know it's supposed to be serious. It's supposed to be kind of creepy, and I guess little black girls are supposed to be creepy, but I don't see it. I just thought it was funny as hell.
Anyway,
she was yelling at him.
Well, we were raised on Evil Dead, so
that's very true.
We don't take those things seriously.
Yeah.
But yeah, Flatliners is really. it was an all-star cast before they were stars. Really,
yeah.
I mean, they were kind of, whatever.
Partly well known.
Kiefer was, Lost Boys and
the vampire,
whatnot. But Julia Roberts, what has she done before this? I mean, this is before Pretty Women, isn't it?
Yeah, but
or is it after?
It's after, I think. But she had some other good roles.
This is one of those things that I always, whenever I revisit, like just now, I was like, Flatliners. Oh, I'll watch the trailer. Julia Roberts is in this. I'm like, oh, well, she's pretty good in this. I didn't mind her then.
I like Julia Roberts.
I freaking hate her now. She irritates the stuffing out of me.
I disagree with that. She's still a very classic.
And after that holiday season, I have lots of stuffing. Anyway.
Thanks for rubbing your belly on TV.
Okay, keep talking.
I was going to talk about how attractive Julia Roberts is, but now I feel a little awkward.
What with their know whatever this is called in her lip.
Or know
so
whatever
weird.
this
It's
is.
just like a rainbow.
Ah, you're right. I never noticed that, but you're right.
Odd.
I don't care. She's attractive.
Yeah.
She's classy attractive. For a call girl.
Okay. All right. Yeah, in real life. Did you know? All right.
I don't know. I don't know. Okay.
So you remember anything about the music?
No.
I honestly think that it's one of those. I'll have to revisit it, but I think it's one of those 80, out of the 80s film scores that is synthesized and has some popular. Like in the 80s, they did this thing. Like Lady Hawk is a perfect example. Like if you watch Lady Hawk with Matthew Broderick and Michelle Pfeiffer,
and that guy,
it is totally destroyed by the 80s score. Like you cannot get away from it. It's just you can't just sit back and enjoy it. It's like, wow, this is so 80s. This is just so 80s.
I kind of disagree with that, but
it's funny to watch because of the 80s soundtrack.
I don't think it's funny to watch because of the soundtrack.
I don't think Flatliners is that bad. Maybe I'm totally missing it. Maybe it was orchestral.
It may be that I've watched so many 80 movies that I have just completely gotten become
numb.
Yeah, numb to it. But in both Lady Hawk and Flatliners, I don't remember the music being very bad at all.
Lady Hawk I do, but Flatliners might not even be pertaining to this. It might have.
I loved Lady Hawk. That's a great movie.
Anyway, okay, so was it based off anything? Do you know? Is there a book or?
I don't think it was. Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Thank you for asking and then consulting your.
Well, you didn't know, so.
So you thought you'd go check?
Scientific accuracy.
What? We're doing a review show. That's scientific accuracy crap.
All right, so what are we gonna? Okay, let's do. It's Academy Award winner. Oh, Joel Schumacher. We should say that.
Joel Schumacher. I'm gonna grab something to drink real quick.
Oh, dude, battery.
Since we stopped. My throat is dry.
So Joel Schumacher, right?
Right.
And it was, I guess, one award for best sound mix. Beyond that.
Best sound mix?
Yeah.
With all that 80s music?
Well, not the score.
I know.
The sound mix.
I just thought that was funny that you were over there making fun of the music, and then it's like, oh, it's won an award for best sound.
Academy Award winner for best sound. Joel Schumacher. Yeah, I don't know what else needs to be said. Anything? I don't think it's on Netflix, although I can see it being on there.
Yeah. I think it was actually at one point, so I'm sure they'll bring it back. Because Flatliners, it is a great movie.
It is.
You get spooked out at the same time you're questioning everything that you're watching, so it works.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that has enough substance to it that like my wife would watch it.
Right.
So it is supernatural, it is creepy, but it's it's also just a kind of a, I wouldn't say it's a character piece. Like I'm big on character pieces, and it doesn't really ever flesh out the characters too much, but it has kind of interesting situations. The characters, they start off as friends, and then they kind of,
Yeah, there's a lot of tension.
Monkeys in the wrench, and they start, turning on each other a little bit, and
right.
Yeah, this whole after death thing, questioning that and seeing what happens. It's a little bit of Nightmare on Elm Street thrown in there, maybe. Just because of the
I guess
supernatural that
a little
bit. Yeah, right. It's not too fantastic.
Yeah, not at all.
Right, so it's definitely one that you should watch. Good performances across the board.
Yep.
It's fun. Ignore what I said about the score. It's probably not true anyway. That's it. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to YouTube. Support us any way you can.
Yep, comment. We'll comment you back.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
See you guys.
Oh.
There we go. Finally. Thank you very much. See you later. Cheerio. Coming up, it's Frank Miller's Dark Knight, the comic. On today's Duel review, boop, 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 boop. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it. See how I kept going even though it was awkward.
It was very awkward. I could smell your arm.
Okay, sorry. That worked.
I was able to inhale the smell of your tattoo ink.
Rub chili into it.
Yum.
Oh yeah, then you'd be like, ow. Okay. On today's Duel review, it's Flatliners. I'm RJ.
And I'm Nick.
Let's get to it.
I was laughing throughout when you started. Did you see that? I was like,
You want to start again?
no, it's fine.
Wait, you want to start or you want me to start?
What year did it come out?
1990.
I can start.
You remember all the people in it? That's fine. I'll help you.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Right. What's the date?
1990.
No. Today is 1990. The 30th.
The 30th.
It's the last day of the month, right?
No, there's 31 days in this month.